Well, I was fishing for carp, but I ended up catching 3 different species. A bunch of carp, a big old cat, and you won't believe what the third species was. Once again, I made my way to the muddy banks of South Fork. I brought the wagon with me this time. This may be its last session, however. As you can see here, I actually caught the moment where I lost a wheel. My initial plan was to return to the spot I've been fishing recently, so I made my way there. But upon arrival, my eyes in the sky revealed that the seam, as I'll call it, had moved downstream. The seam is where the cool river water flowing down from the mountains meets the relatively muddy water of the lake, so the water was crystal clear at my old spot. Carp generally prefer the cover provided by colored water. So I moved downstream where the bank was muddier but the fish were more plentiful. It wasn't long before I started hooking drag rippers. They just can't resist the savory sweet smell of canned sweet corn. The first fish wasn't huge, but a handsome boy or girl. Happy to have him or her. The second fish I dropped.
Mud.
Don't they know to stay calm? It's as if they think their life is in danger or something. Well, this is getting ridiculous. Another fumble. But they're extremely hardy things, so I wouldn't worry about their welfare. Number 4, cool fish. Number 5, a stocky one. And then things took an interesting turn, where this big old channel cat turned up. I would have weighed him, but at this point I discovered that I must have left my scale on the bank a session or 2 ago. My estimate is 8 or 9 pounds. That's big in my book.
Cool fish.
Now, what happens next was not on my bingo card in any way, shape, or form. I know there's a healthy population of trout in this watershed, but this is the first time I've ever caught one in and amongst the carp and cats. But after getting a look at him, I can understand why he was desperate enough to deviate from his kind's usual diet of bugs and minnows to give those bright yellow thingies a try. He was clearly desperate. Look how skinny that trout is. He could easily be mistaken for an eel. Holy shit. I carefully unhooked him and sent him on his way. I take extra care when handling trout because they're nowhere near as hardy as carp and cats, especially when the water is on the warmer side.
Oh my God.
I finished up the session with a few more carp on the mat, but I want to linger for a moment on this particular capture, which I'm going to go ahead and name Fish of the Day. One thing I really appreciate about carp fishing is that every once in a while you catch a real character, unique not only in appearance but in how they react to being hooked. By and large, carp go utterly apeshit when they feel the hook, which makes that initial drag ripping run so exciting. But some of them take it to another level. Some of them just have a wellspring of energy. When I finally got this particular specimen to the bank, I was surprised he wasn't twice as big because he felt like it. Anyway, he wasn't small, but he was thick and muscular and quite a handsome fish. Flawless, in fact, a freaking super hard fighter. For that reason, I'm designating him Fish of the Day.